from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. And today happens to be the Saturday, 18th of January 2025, and a day to remember in West Nile sub-region, as soccer fans are able to remember the late Agau Rashid, a former player of the province who passed last year. My name is Farish Majid, but before I get to give you the details of the story, let's look at what's making it down the headlines. Coming up in the news tonight, primary school study completion rate stands at 42% in Moyo district. Beneficiaries in Narinya sub-county register success under Paris development model. And for a senior secondary school grapples with the infrastructure amidst the increasing population. For this and more, in the Nile News Bulletin. Welcome back. Once again, I am Farish Majid, and now let's start off with the news bulletin out of Arua district. Now, jetting to Moyo district, recent studies conducted from the district have put primary school study completion rate at 42% out of 100% in Moyo district, and this was revealed during an engagement on Thursday, 16th of January 2025 at the district headquarters, where the parents, teachers, and leaders were urged to work together without blaming each other to improve on the sector. Okumu Dominic has more details onto this story.
According to reports, enrollment of pupils in primary schools every year is always high, but the time the pupils sit for the primary leaving examinations, their numbers usually drop so much, with no clear reasons for the drastic decline across the district. Mali Michael, the district education officer Moyo, said the primary school completion rate in the district stands at 42% out of the 100%, which is way below the expected percentage by the Ministry of Education and Sports. He, however, said through the district council, they have come up with bylaws which, once approved, will help keep all the school age-going children in school so as to improve on the completion rate within the district.
Primary school completion rates, we are still at 42%. Instead of the 100%. However, I think the district chair and his council have done some work in terms of coming up with a local law to make sure the communities are put to task to improve on this completion rate. I think we are now in the hands of the Attorney General. They are doing their part of the work. We have been in touch with them. Maybe, hopefully, we shall have local laws that we enforce to bring children to school and to retain them.
Honorable Dr. Joyce Moriko Kaduchu, the State Minister for Primary Education, however, said, as the representatives of the people, they have not received any copy of the said bylaw, which has become a stumbling block for them to make follow-ups on the ordinance in the ministry.
I received a copy of that document from the Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs. But in the situation where we do not have a received copy of a document that has been delivered, it will become difficult to follow. But when we have a stamped received copy, then you will always make reference, even in writing, to that letter that was delivered on such and such a date. So for me, for that, probably, you can have another engagement, a further discussion to see which best modality can we together follow the document. But we should avoid blame games.
Dominic Anthony Okumu, West Nile TV, Nile Car.
Moving on with the news bulletin, this time around moving out of Moyo district to neighboring Ajuman district, beneficiaries of parish development model in Narinya sub-county Ajuman district are said to have registered success under the program, which is a government program aiming at eradicating poverty out of households. Beneficiaries in the area are said to have already started yielding the fruits of the program, as Alan Onzima has more details onto the story.
The community members in Arinyapi sub-county in Ajumani district have registered success in parish development model since money was disbursed in the accounts. This was revealed during the monitoring program organized by the district LC5 chairman Honorable Anyama Ben while addressing the beneficiaries of PDM in Zoloke parish in Arinyapi sub-county. He urged the beneficiaries to embrace the government program, especially the parish development program.
In all the 56 parishes in the district of 11 sub-counties to assess the success in PDM and the challenges. And I realized, one, the people have received the money and they've appreciated the support of the government. Secondly, the people have also said they've benefited. One, because you may find somebody who is for crop saying after 1 million he is now getting about 10, 15 million. Those who are for livestock, also they're saying, some are saying they have now 20, 30 cows, 30 goats, 20 pigs, 5 cows, meaning the number is going up. I want to appreciate the NRM government and the president for coming up with this policy.
Mawa George Larry, a rice enterprise farmer and the same time a beneficiary of parish development model in Arinyapi sub-county, applaud the government of Uganda for the development plan and urge the relevant authority to support community to engage in agricultural mechanization in order to upgrade more yields for better.
Okay, first of all, I want to thank the government of Uganda for initiating this program, PDM. PDM was help us a lot, especially me. I received this money 2003, 1 million. That 2003 I planted money. I planted the rice. I got 45 bags. Then I got 6 million. Last year, 2004, I also planted 9 acres. I got 50 bags of rice, and I also got 6 million and 600. So my request to government, when it is possible, they will help me with the tractor, because I have land almost 50 acres. So when they help me, they will not help me alone. They help also the community around.
Izakari Ronald, a youth in Arinyapi, highlighted the performance of the parish development model in the area and said it's going well, however much challenges have been registered concerning the fund.
The youth have been given some facilities to get in the PDM program, but to my own observation, the youths are not given the usual proportion of the total number of which they are supposed to get. Actually, the few youths which have get the PDM, they are progressing well with it.
Senseko Dominic, the sub-county chairman LC3, expressed his view, adding that different groups have received the PDM fund in different versions, which meant them to use it in different times.
We began yesterday. Yesterday we moved to 2 parishes, that is Lere, rather Eleku and Arasi. Today we moved to Lere Parish, and here today we are with the Zingine and Ituji Parish together. Generally speaking, to the best of my knowledge, from the views collected from the beneficiaries and the communities at large, yes, they receive the PDM money, but in different groups and in different enterprises. And with the more so, I'm saying there are a lot of changes, and some of them are in process. In March this year, there are few who are going also to benefit from PDM money. I would like to advise my community generally. This PDM money is a revolving fund. One who has benefited from this PDM money they must inject the money in business so as to change their life.
The community members in Arinyapi sub-county in Ajumani district have registered success in parish development model since money was disbursed in the accounts. This was revealed during the monitoring program organized by the district LC5 chairman Honorable Anyama Ben while addressing the beneficiaries of PDM in Zoloke parish in Arinyapi sub-county. He urged the beneficiaries to embrace the government program, especially the parish development program.
In all the 56 parishes in the district of 11 sub-counties to assess the success in PDM and the challenges. And I realized, one, the people have received the money and they've appreciated the support of the government. Secondly, the people have also said they've benefited. One, because you may find somebody who is for crop saying after 1 million he is now getting about 10-15 million. Those who are for livestock also, they're saying, some are saying they have now 20-30 cows, 30 goats, 20 pigs, 5 cows, meaning the number is going up. I want to appreciate the NRM government and the president for coming up with this policy.
Mawa George Larry, a rice enterprise farmer and the same time a beneficiary of parish development model in Arinyapi sub-county, applaud the government of Uganda for the development plan and urge the relevant authority to support community to engage in agricultural mechanization in order to upgrade more yields for better.
Okay, first of all, I want to thank the government of Uganda for initiating this program, PDM. PDM was help us a lot, especially me. I received this money 2003, 1 million. But 2003, I planted the money. I planted the rice. I got 45 bags. Then I got 6 million.
The money is a revolving fund. One who has benefited from this PDM money, they must inject the money in business so as to change their livelihood.
Ajumani district received a total of 5.6 billion, distributed some to beneficiaries, and are left with balance of 61 million. Kashundot Fancy Onzima Alan reporting for West Nile Television.
Welcome back to continue with the news bulletin. Vura Senior Secondary School, one of the oldest secondary schools in the rural district, is grappling with the challenge of poor infrastructure amidst the increasing population of learners at the school. And now to address on some of the gaps, stakeholders have already joined hands to give the school a facelift, where Vura County Member of Parliament, Honorable Yovan Adriko, recently handed part of the 40 bags of cement that he promised to support the school in the cause. Take a look at the story. Vura Senior Secondary School, found in Vura SS Village, Tilevo Parish in Vura Sub-County in the rural district, was founded in the year 1980 to provide affordable quality education to the surrounding community by the Church of Uganda. The government-aided secondary school has stood the test of time, producing a number of excellent personnel to the country over the years because of its brand as one of the centers of academic excellence in the region. However, the school today is grappling with poor infrastructure, ranging from dilapidated classroom blocks, inadequate dormitories to accommodate the increasing population of learners, among other challenges calling for intervention of all stakeholders. Watum Rogers, the deputy head teacher in charge of administration at the school, laments on some of the infrastructure challenge the school is encountering as this.
The issue of infrastructure is a very big challenge. You can see most of the structures are not even finished. These were built by parents, others do not have even the ring beams. And this is where we are operating. The hall that we use for many functions and programs that even come from outside is not enough. We don't have a functional library. At least for laboratory we're okay. We don't have a hall where we can hold functions, and that's our situation.
Watum blames the challenge on limited support from the government, since the school has not benefited from the government programs such as African Development Bank, among others.
What you see is basically the effort of the parents, except for two There's a laboratory up there that was recently constructed, and that was through lobbying, where our head teacher, together with the former board of governors, were able to bring on board the commissioner, who even came personally to the school and saw the situation. Then apart from that one, there is the old laboratory that was built by an NGO, EDF, those days. We think that came through the government. So to say those are the only two infrastructures the school has ever received since its inception.
To bridge the gap now, the all students of the school have launched an initiative to facelift the advanced level block as the school management struggles to put up a dormitory to accommodate the boys at the school.
Everywhere, all the stakeholders contribute to the development of such an institution, but I must say it's not the first time all students are doing some work here. We have ever done some recommendable job, but along the way there was some silence on our part, but now the current leadership has awakened the sleeping lion in the all students, and they are ready to bring the change they want to see.
Adrico Nelson, the Parents Teachers Association chairperson of the school, lauded the stakeholders for joining hands in undertaking the developmental projects.
I want to appreciate the head teacher for this particular setting with your staff. I always feel happy when I see them around me. When I see this one around me, my old students, I feel happy. I must take a special appreciation to you as our member of parliament of our constituency. You are doing your part. We appreciate that. Continue with the struggle.
Relatedly, to support the noble cause of giving the school a facelift, Yovan Adrico, the member of parliament of Vura County, who is so dismayed by the status of the school, on the 17th of January 2025, delivered part of the 40 bags of cement he recently pledged towards the projects.
This is a very old institution in Vura County, and I feel very bad to see the school in this condition, but it's not too late. We can come together and do something, because Vura Secondary School started long ago and it produced a lot of citizens in this country, and today if you say still, then support, this school needs city support. If you go to other secondary schools, so you see a lot of changes, but time has come. As a leader, as a member of this institution, or member of parliament, Vura County, so I'll make sure let's do something in this school.
Vura Senior Secondary School had a total population of 753 students at the beginning of last year. However, the numbers are expected to shoot up in the new academic year. Farish Majid, Charita Sara, reporting for West Nile TV, Nilecast. Moving out of the region to national scene, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda, has met a delegation from the United States at State Lodge Nakasero to discuss on issues of development, and Right Honorable Anita Mong, the Speaker, led the delegation into the meeting. Take a look at the story.
His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has met delegation from the United States at State Lodge Nakasero. The delegation, accompanied by the Speaker of Parliament Anita Mong, comprised Dr. Roland Roberts, the former U.S. presidential candidate, Mr. David Woodruff, representing the Senate of West Virginia, and Mr. Siljenda Mark Daly, the former congressman and ambassador. Museveni welcomed the delegation to Uganda and thanked them for the important visit. It is a good initiative because we need dialogue to agree on a way forward, sometimes where there is a lack of discussion, which has led to scattered positions, he said. The president also revealed that the major mission of Africa is to socially, economically transform the continent from traditional economy to money economy and formulate the political federation of Africa. In Uganda, we are now moving on the 4 sectors of commercial agriculture, manufacturing, services, and ICT. And in order to do this, we need a regional market because the internal market is not enough. On the issue of political integration, President Museveni informed the delegation that the formulation of the East African Political Federation is underway, which will in future be a center of gravity to the African race. Dr. Roberts agreed that Africa does not need handouts but basic fundamental advancement, infrastructure, a factor which he said is well received by President Donald Trump's administration. On the other hand, the delegation also invited President Museveni to the United States for a working visit this year, an invitation the president responded. Kashunot Fancy, West Nile Television, Nilecast.
And dear viewer, that story marks the end of the Nilecast News Bulletin, this 18th day of the month of January 2025. Once again, I'm Farish Majid. I wish you a very good evening.